Kendallita, Gulf Coast Ballin, the Panhandle Pro from Pensacola, Florida, and here is another episode of the Smoke Screen. How's everybody doing out there? You know we got Rose with me, we got B with me, we got Takara with me, and we got Tip, the bartender. That is the Smoke Screen crew. What's going on?
Hey, what's happening?
What's up? What's up?
Oh yeah, you know we just doing what we do, man. Keeping things rolling on another episode. About to get into a nice, interesting one today. But before we do that, Tip, you got to hit us off with that drink one more time. Let the people know what it is and what's in it.
So this is called the Purple Rain Honey, and it has watermelon vodka, it has blue curacao, it has cranberry juice and grenadine, and it is a tasty little number.
Now the watermelon vodka, is that Ciroc or Boosie juice?
It's absolute.
Ah, I ain't know Absolute had a watermelon.
They showed us.
Interesting. I know they got that pear. That pear be swinging.
Yeah, the flavor vodka be real tasty, so you already know. You already know.
Yeah, okay. So you could use the Absolute, you could use the Ciroc, or you could use the Booster juice. He got
Whatever
the watermelon.
You like, whatever you got, baby.
Whatever you want to rock with. Watermelon, strawberry, kiwi, whatever it is. Shout out to him. All right, what we got with y'all rolling up over there? Smoke Screen.
I will be enjoying some Granddaddy Grenade tonight. So I believe this is a hybrid. And I'm going to see what it do. I'm going to see what it's talking about.
Y'all real exotic and fancy over there.
I'm sticking with my hazelnut cream.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't lit.
The Starbucks Kush.
That's it. That's it.
Man, I'm back to my Afghani.
Ooh,
finishing that one off.
Y'all, this is. Whew.
And I'm drinking my vodkas.
Head banger boogie. All right, so tonight we are getting into the movie, and it is called Boogie. Whose pick was this?
This was my pick. I remember seeing when it first came out that I wanted to watch it, and I never got around to it. And then I was looking for movies. I was like, oh, I want to watch that. I like Eddie Wong. He does, oh gosh, what's the show? Oh, I'm terrible. He does that show. Oh, Fresh Off the Boat. Used to come on ABC. Yeah, great show. Great show. About Chinese American people. And he loved hip hop. It was really about just American family, but they was Chinese, you know? And great show. But that was the main reason why I wanted to watch it, because it was Eddie Wong. But yeah.
Okay. Well, let's bounce right on into it. What did y'all like about this movie?
So y'all might not like what I have to say about the mom, but I feel like Mrs. Chin is a gangster. The daddy was always loosey goosey with shit. He was irresponsible, and I don't condone domestic violence. But I feel like Mrs. Chin was a gangster. She had to get him and the son together all the time. They was always talking real reckless to her. And I feel like she had to fight the daddy and the son all the time, not physically, but they was always giving her, shit. So I feel like she had to handle herself the way she had to handle herself. So she was an interesting character for me. Yeah.
I felt like she was her goal was not to help her son along in his dreams. Her goal was to attain her own dreams at all costs, no matter what. So I felt like when he said that he didn't feel like his mom loves him unless he succeeded. I understood what he was saying. I felt the same way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She only loved him based on what he could do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I felt like she talked to them real, like you said, real reckless. Is very disrespectful. To me, how
Hmm.
she treated everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
I felt it was disrespectful how she talked to her family. However, I'm interested to see the dynamics between her and her parents and that
mm,
generation of culture. And it was
Mm-hmm.
clear that it was a cultural thing. They made mention
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
of it multiple times throughout the movie. So it's
Yeah.
just interesting if this is like, the watered down version to the son. What did she go through to get to
Yeah.
where she
Right.
is?
Yeah. Yeah. I will say that one of the things I really liked about this movie also was the fact that it was a Asian man and a black woman lead. You don't see
Yeah.
that very
Mm-hmm.
often. I can't
Yeah.
remember another movie where it was an Asian male and a black female lead. So I
Cinderella
appreciated that very much. Yeah, there
What?
you go. There's another
with Brandy.
The
Cinderella.
with
I
Brandy.
call that my double horn unicorn because you don't see that shit often
Yeah,
in anything.
yeah,
True,
So
yeah.
true.
yeah, I love that aspect of it.
You
That's
don't
what
really
really
see.
made me want
Do
to
you
watch
see
it.
Asian male leads in general? Besides, I mean, excluding an all Asian movie, you don't really. Do you see that?
You see that a lot in comedy and action. You don't see it a lot in romance.
Or dramas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So we getting into the we need some Asian leads and romance and drama. They gotta step their sexy up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Okay.
now you see it. There was a period of time not too long ago where we saw a lot of action. Um,
Jackie Chan.
yeah,
yeah.
like
Jet
then
Li,
Jackie Chan,
action
Jet
Jet
comedy.
Li.
Li.
And
Yeah,
Aaliyah, Aaliyah must die. That's probably
Ah,
who
the
was
first
there
that?
we go.
Mm-hmm.
instance
Romeo must
of
die.
it. Romeo must die.
Yeah,
That's probably the
yeah,
first instance of it. But look how long since.
yeah.
Right.
You
So,
True.
don't
like,
see it a
if you see
lot.
Jet Li was
currently,
a big actor at that time, and Aaliyah was such a big, entertainer and singer at that time. So they brought those two worlds together. But this was, I guess based upon, you know,
Hmm.
Eddie Wong, Ed Wong. Am I?
mm-mm. It's not.
However it's done, it's just based on some facts. I'm supposing. Either way,
It's not.
it just
I did
took.
Google it.
It's
It's
not
not. Mm-mm.
okay. Either way, whether it's based on real events or not, look how long it took for another story like that to come along with that male Asian lead and uh, black female lead. It it's
Yeah,
definitely an area that needs to be further tapped into.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
think.
for sure.
I remember
Just
when the
Asian
trailer
men
dropped.
in a romantic lead is something that needs to
Hmm.
be tapped into, I would say.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Mm,
Okay,
for
so y'all
sure.
want to see some more oily Asians?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I like the
oh.
I
jet.
mean, they ain't got to be oily. They ain't got to be oily,
Bruce
but
Lee,
For me, please.
Ray
fine.
Breeze them
Redfield.
up. Breeze them up for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I
so
need more cowbell. Definitely, I
you
need more
want wet,
cowbell.
you want dry rub. Okay, cool.
I do prefer
Cool,
dry
cool.
rub. This is true.
Unsauced, just regular.
Just
That's it, Car. Unsauced. Unsauced. Regular.
oh,
We need some
I want
regular Asian
unsauced
Naked.
myself.
dudes.
We want some old naked Asian.
Hmm.
oh
Yes.
man. So
Wow.
is there anything
I,
y'all didn't
I'm
like
not
about
gonna
the
do that.
movie?
I'm not
Sorry.
gonna do that.
Oh
Oh my
boy,
goodness.
anything y'all didn't like about
Um,
the movie?
Did not like. Let's
did
see.
not like. Um,
I didn't like the fact that they kept trying to tell you that this is Asian culture. It's clear that it is. You don't have to keep saying it to me. I see it. It's part of this movie. Don't keep
Yes.
telling me, "Oh, I'm gonna pour this because I'm the youngest." Or I mean, I guess it's to also to
Yes.
teach people about the culture, but it was just off-putting to me.
It was they were very redundant in stating that, even early on, like they just kept saying, this is the way it's gotta be, this is how we grow up. This is, it was a lot. Um, I think they could have pulled back on that. We understood.
Yeah,
Okay, so they was trying to drive that point home.
Yeah.
much.
Okay, so I think that was some of the pushback or acceptance or lack thereof that when the trailer and then when the movie dropped, I just remember that about when it came out, the whole Asian thing, whether it was believable or not. I mean, some of the stuff was just sound like a little hate, but it was it was mixed reviews and stuff when the movie actually came out. Um, I
I
remember that.
I feel as though they did that to kind of show the contrast of him trying to lead or live, in double cultures. He got this strict Asian culture that he has to abide by, these rules that have been ingrained in him his entire life. But then he got this other side, this culture that he grew up in, that he's trying to navigate as well. I think it was just them trying to show the difference between the two worlds that he lived in.
I think
I would
showing
agree
it,
with that.
showing it and saying it is two different things. I don't think the audience is completely ignorant, like you said a couple times you could but like they drove it home.
Yeah,
They-
too much.
Okay, so they could have
it was
left.
over. It was
That's
over the
writing
top.
right there. They could have left a little bit of it out, huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
sea taste.
Just now, what this should be interesting. What the fashion was looking like in this movie? Anything stand out? Anybody was fly?
I did like, and I don't remember none of their names. The female lead, the black girl.
Evelyn.
Yeah.
Liked her
Evelyn.
hair. Yes, I liked her. I don't know if she just had some braids or whatever. I can't even really remember. But however she would wear it and would style it, it just really looked flattering on her. Um, I
Who
can't
was
even.
that? Eleanor.
That's, yes,
Okay.
yes. I can't even remember how her hair was styled now. I just know I had the damn note that I was like, oh, she cute with her hair. That's all. Pretty much. She
Some
cute with
braids
her
or
hair.
something.
Yeah.
Now on this, I would say that his mom was always styling and profiling. She was always looking fly.
The gangster.
I like the way she dressed. Yeah, she was always classy and just well put
Mhm.
together.
Mhm.
I think everything it was kind of like high school chic. It was just like around the way chic. It wasn't anything specifically that stood out to me, other than the scene where Mr. Wong, what's his name? That dude, him, the
Oh
main
man.
character met the black girl, and he had commented on her shorts. It's like, why you so far into between her legs,
You
sir?
talking about Boogie?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When Boogie was looking all off, and I was like, "You doing the most?"
It was really
Yeah.
sexual harassment. Like,
He did
Yeah.
the most a lot well in the beginning.
yeah,
Like,
he was a lot. He was a whole bunch.
yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
Definitely.
offended.
Yeah.
It's like
I
I
was
felt
like,
like
if,
that.
if I was her, I wouldn't talk to him ever. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like
He
that.
was a little bit disrespectful.
I get my time at Owls.
Yeah.
No.
It was interesting how he was so disrespectful in the beginning, and then he became more and more respectful as he learned more about her. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Like I guess she'll take this or she won't, and then she didn't. So he was like, "Oh, I guess I
better do
gotta
right.
respect you."
Yep, that's cute or
I
Yeah.
whatever.
better do right.
Yeah.
Got nothing sometimes to get to that respectful point. Like, you gonna disrespect me out the gate? Get out of my face.
Right. How you leave with that?
That's it.
That's gonna be your
How
first
that draw them in?
Nah,
No.
she a different kind.
All right, now I'm looking at the cast. Y'all got a lot to choose from. Who was looking good in the movie?
I'm so glad that they cast grown people to play these high school roles because I'm gonna say Boogie was cute.
Yeah,
Boogie was fine.
Yeah.
Boogie was fine. Boogie
was fine.
Yeah, Boogie was real fine.
Yeah.
Taylor Takahashi. That's his name.
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Taylor Takahashi.
the male lead and the female lead, first name was Taylor in this movie. I thought that was interesting.
Okay. That is interesting.
It says he's an actor and chef and used to play basketball and was the personal assistant to Eddie Wong. Is that how you say his name? Wong?
Eddie Wong.
Yeah. And this movie is written and directed by him too. This was his directorial debut, Eddie Wong.
Well,
so he was jumping out the box with this.
No,
I think that explains something that explains something a little bit and how he was how Boogie was so disrespectful in the beginning. Like, it makes me think, does he know how that type of interaction would actually go down? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that a true accounting of how he thinks you would speak to a Black woman, how she would respond to that? So it makes me curious about that.
Or was he just imagining
flying off the rip? Yeah.
Okay, well that's something.
I would if Boogie had to talk to me in the beginning, I wouldn't have gave him none of my time because he was disrespectful.
Yeah, hella.
They were in high school.
Yeah.
Then I wonder if his only example of how to speak to a Black woman was what he saw on television.
Or at school, or wherever he was.
Peeling the layers back. Here we go.
Also, this is a different generation we're talking about. And this generation, they talk different. They talk a little more greasy to each other than we talk. They way less respectful, when in their speaking than ours was.
But what about Asians? Usually, these other cultures usually kind of stick to their guns with their morals and stuff. Y'all saying he came off disrespectful or was disrespectful. Do we see that in Asian culture really?
I think around their families, around, their people, a lot of people have a switch. In certain places, you act a certain way. When you someplace else, you act someplace different.
And then you add a person. Yeah.
I think he felt comfortable enough based on what she looked like, to say
to just
what
do
he
it.
Said. I think people are comfortable where they're comfortable at.
That works. That rolls right into the standout part. Did anything else stand out in the movie while we at this corner?
Let's see. Let me look at my London notes.
So my question was the friend of Boogie, did he at one point try to talk to Eleanor at some point in time, and then he was trying to talk to the friend girl? That was the one thing that I was confused about.
No, what was his name? Moss? Who was it? The Monk?
No, Monk was the basketball player that they was going against.
That they was playing against. That was Pop Smoke.
That's the one that Eleanor had a previous relationship with. So
Yeah.
not
Yes.
French monk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was, I guess he would have some feelings about that if that's what kind of stood out to me. Like, is she obligated to tell him, okay, just so you know, I did, smash your rival. Like, is that her obligation to tell him that? Because he got real mad at her about that and about her not telling him that. So,
So Asians can be sensitive too.
No,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Well, Boogie had he had the tender D.
He was feeling some kind of way,
I
definitely.
don't think it was necessarily about an Asian. I think it was just
It was more of a male thing.
yes,
That was
Yeah.
that was his ego.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
not Asian.
Yeah.
that's his rival,
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's just an ego thing.
That male ego is
Yeah,
fragile.
not even a male thing. It's
Absolutely.
just an ego thing,
Yeah.
A woman
Yeah.
can say, why you ain't tell me this bitch, blah, 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 So.
Yeah.
Right. I'm finna play this fool. Why you didn't give me the heads up or something?
Heads
Yeah.
up on the head.
Especially if it was recent.
Yeah. And especially because, I mean, they rival. So now this dude talking smack and just blindside. Like, let me know what's coming my way.
Right.
Let me know what to
Especially because you
expect.
know how this nigga is. You know how he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me
Like,
You probably
You be
don't like
on-
ball players because of him.
Exactly. He's the reason
You
why.
can't be playing, bud, and he'd be like, "She did that thing for you yet?" You be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
hold on."
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll be bad.
Real disrespectful.
Shout out to Monk, man. R.I.P. Pop Smoke, man. Somebody took
Yes.
it, gone way too soon. A young talent, yeah. So a lot of people in this movie. And who would you hang out with? Who y'all gonna go have a drink with?
Boogie.
You go with Boogie.
Boogie, yeah.
Boogie.
Boogie.
Definitely Boogie.
Okay, Boogie must have been handling them balls real good in the movie.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, Boogie. Boogie had a breakout role. Let's check Boogie out. Boogie, man.
I feel like this picture doesn't really do
him
justice. It don't.
It don't. I'm all right with it.
Not at all.
No.
Okay, let's see what they got. Oh, see, they got him looking real sexy on the Google with the dreamy eyes.
Oh, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he look like Miguel or something like that. Yeah, man.
More like a Miguel.
Is it anything we changing about the movie?
that we just changed.
Besides them driving home to what we talked about earlier, I know y'all pinpointed that the writers could have pumped their brakes on that a little bit. Is there anything else y'all would change about the movie?
I wish there was more backstory on where the dude came from, who got him the deal with China. He just popped up out of the blue for me. I met
the uncle?
Something, huh?
Wasn't that the uncle?
That was the mama's boyfriend.
Uncle, like not her brother or his brother or any, but like a friend they knew or something. They just uncle, I got
more than friends.
Wait a second. Yeah, he was more than a friend. Him and the mama was.
He definitely wasn't her brother. Not touching on her arm and all of this stuff.
No,
he was way more than that.
Yeah,
they was doing it. They was doing it.
And doing it well?
Doing it. I don't know about the well part, but they was definitely doing
Doing
it.
it, getting it.
Because
That's
Pokey
subjective.
was not vulnerable.
But she didn't leave her husband.
Oh.
No.
Oh my goodness. All right, but it sounds like Boogie was a nice watch, and y'all might want to go check that out and get that Asian persuasion experience. We are now at the point of the show where we give the movie a rating. What are we doing with Boogie?
I gave Boogie 4 blunts. I thought it did show some authenticity in the way the dialogue between the students sounded like, actual stuff that kids, in that from that generation would say to me. So I felt there was some authenticity there. I overall enjoyed the story. And I'm a sucker for a double horn unicorn. So I gave it 4 blunts. I liked it.
I gave it 3.5. It was a good watch. I enjoyed it. I won't say I'll come back and watch it again and again and again, but it held my interest.
Okay.
I gave it 3 blunts. Yeah. Again, I watched it because it was Eddie Wong. So yeah, I probably won't watch again. It's all right.
Well, I took it in as like a 3.5 shots. It was decent enough. It kept me watching it. Honestly, I probably would not have sought it out to watch. It was a good watch once I did get into it. So I'll give it 3.5.
Well, shout out to Boogie. And Boogie came rounded out at the smooth 3.5 blunts, man. Shout out to the Asians. We want to see more Asian lead males in romantic roles. They saying we need to get y'all not just
Yeah.
action. We know about the martial arts, and that's a little stereotypical. We want to see Asian males be vulnerable on camera. That's what they saying.
Yes.
There we
Oh,
go.
okay, hard yes on male Asian vulnerability.
Hard.
Yes.
Hard.
Yes.
Yes.
And
I mean, hard yes on whatever Asian people want to do.
Like,
okay.
They're not hurting
Let them do what they want.
yes, hurting anybody or hurting themselves. Hard.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it's entertaining.
Hey, man. Shout out to the Asians, man. I got some Asian cousins, man.
Do you?
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, one of my cousins, but they like not. It's probably my cousin. He was older. He married a Korean, and so they got a whole bunch of Korean kids. And I had a cousin my age, and when we was in high school, and she worked at Manchu Walk in the mall. And people ain't believe me. I was like, man, I got a cousin work there. I got an Asian cousin. No, you don't. Went, all right, let's go to Manchu Walk and eat. And I ain't never paid. Shout out. I can say that. I can say that now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Cuz. That's all right.
Yeah,
That's
man.
it. Shout out to
Like,
Cuzzo.
yeah, man. Shout out to all the loans and everything at the crib, man. Y'all see me on Facebook. We connected. But yeah, I used to pull up the Manchu Walk, man, and eat for free.
I know that's right.
Yeah, man, straight up, man. And I love y'all. So that was a good one, man. This concludes yet another episode of the Smoke Screen, and we will see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.